Hello everyone, my name is Table Clotilde and originally I'm from Cameroon, and in today's video I want to give a brief definition on what is racism. So racism is a form of discrimination based on your skin color, your race or your origin, and it's a form of hatred and discrimination perpetuated by one person to another person. Does this really exist? Yes, it actually exists, and it goes beyond black and white. It actually goes beyond black and white. And I try to make a diagram here in the way that I try to understand the racism game, the game of racism. So the game of racism, we have two schools. We have the right school, extreme right school, and the extreme left school. So the extreme right school and the extreme left school are the two that, you know, the main players, the main perpetrators. So what they actually do is they try to put people into boxes. They put people into boxes like you've seen in this image. They categorize you, they classify people, and they put in boxes. So it's a kind of global something, a global way of like discriminating people, and it actually goes beyond black and white because anyone can be a victim. Any person can be a victim in this. So the reason, you know, with this racism, they want to discriminate you based on your skin color, race, and origin. It's just because they want to control us, keep us fighting among ourselves, have monopoly such that there will be no competition. So those in the right school and the left school, the main game players, you can see them in big tech company, big pharma company, mainstream media. And this system is actually real because they determine how you have, when they put you in a box, they actually determine how you have to behave, how you have to talk, how you have to act, what you have to do. And when you try to get out of the box, what they do is they try to put you back in the box. And when they try to put you back in the box and you are very like resistance, you don't want to get, they can even kill you. So it's a very vicious system, very violent, and it's something that we have to fight it. And the Secretary General say we have to, wherever we encounter it, we have to fight it. All form of hatred without any hesitation or reservation is something that is very, very serious. So we already see the right school. According to them, when they get involved, they are the main perpetrator, the main actor. So the right school, when they are doing it, they actually know they are discriminating against you, and they will say racism doesn't exist. The extreme right, they will say racism doesn't exist. And it is hard to prove it because in their cycle, they have everybody. They have everybody. They will just get people from all races all over the country. They will say, okay, look, we are here. We are multicultural. We are multiracial. We don't discriminate. But actually, they are doing it. So they actually know. So when you are a victim, they will say it doesn't exist. And we include everybody from experience. You know, they told me that in ULB, we have everybody in the university, all those type of, yeah, they say it, so you cannot be complaining of racism. But you know, they actually know they are discriminating against me because when they put you in the box and you're a free thinker, independent thinker, you want to get out of the box, they slap you, they bring you back inside. And it's difficult to resist the system. Then they create another kind of system, you know, like those who, if you are a victim, you go to some organization. So this organization, when you go to the organization, they will tell you it's hard to prove racism. They give you a very narrow definition of what is racism. They will even tell you you don't have to use the word racism because it stigmatizes people. It doesn't exist. So they promote racism. So they promote racism. So this is the game that, you know, we have with racism. So it is a system. It goes beyond black and white. Anyone can be a victim in this system, and it is for us to stand up individually and fight it. And anyone that is trying to like perpetrate it, either from the right school or the left school, must be held accountable for he or his own action, because we cannot continue to tolerate this, because they actually control, manipulate, determine who we are supposed to be. You are not free when they put you in this box. You are not free just because they want to monopolize, control us, keep us fighting one another. And I really insist it goes beyond black and white. So it is time for black and white to actually unite to be able to fight racism. And when they are doing the racist game, it can either be directly or indirectly. So far, what I have been going through experience is both. Is directly and indirectly. There are cases that, they will tell me directly, student of your category. So you have it in every domain of life. You have it in every domain of life. I'm undergoing a racism in the educational domain. So in the educational domain, you have professor supremacy. A professor is always right. A student cannot win a professor, even if the professor is wrong. So what they do is, let's go back again to this our box. So they classify students according to their race, origin, and then they put them into small box. And when the professor is wrong, you make a complaint against the professor. If you are a white, so they will integrate you, they will easily take you. If you are a black, they will just dehumanize you to make sure that other that look like you never complain. So, and the way they do it is, we have individuals in this system, because anybody can be a victim, and it is just less than 1% of the population that they are the right school and the extreme right school and the extreme left school controlling all of us. So anybody can be a victim. And the way they are doing, they have weaponized individuals that they train them to carry out, their target. Like, you are in this box, you want to get out of the box, you have a weaponized individual that they will make sure this individual try to push you back into that box. And the way they do it so viciously. And the only way we can fight is to denounce it, expose it, and seek justice, so that the weaponized individuals, they should be like disarmed. They should disarm. So racism is real. Racism is real. It's a form of discrimination, and anyone can be a victim. It goes beyond black and white, and it can be inflicted on somebody directly or indirectly. So you have to actually know the tools that they are using to do it. You have to actually know the tools that they put in places. So those who are actually like doing it, especially the extreme right school, they will say it doesn't exist because in our institution we have everybody. And then when you go to the love school, the extreme right school, they will say you cannot use the word, it's difficult to prove it. But then it does exist. They actually know what they are doing. Even though in the right school and the love school, you have some individuals that are just like entrapped in the system, and they need to go out. They need to really like get out. They are not free to think. They just act, because when there is a case, they already tell you how to act. You have to do like this, do like that, do like that. And just because they want to make sure they put us in this circle, and they put us in this box, and we are not allowed to get out of the box, because if you get out of the box, you become a free thinker, a critical thinker, then you face competition with them. They don't want competition. So racism is real, and we have to really fight it, because it actually dehumanizes you. It strips you from who you are, and you are not free to think, and it really like they control you, they monitor you, and this is a horrible way of living. We have to be free. We have to respect one another for who we are. And I think for us to really successfully fight racism, since it goes beyond black and white, it is time for all the black and white to unite to make sure that we actually like break ourselves off this box. We have to get out of this box. So we have to like unite to fight the racism by breaking the boxes. We have to get out of the box. It is not normal that they have to categorize people, classify people, put them into boxes as if we are commodity. Human beings are not commodity. We are born free. We have a body, soul, and spirit, and so we have to think freely, act freely, be who we want to be, and we need the support of one another. So far, thank you so much for your time, support, sign our petition, and in the next video, I will be coming up with a lot of live show to explain how all the individuals that I'm accusing, how all these individuals I'm accusing, they are implicated in this case. They are implicated in the case that I'm fighting. And the reason I'm doing this, I've been obliged to do this journalism work exposing racism by my own very professors. They are responsible for this, and they cannot be above the law. They are not above the law. Justice have to be served. So support me, support our case, encourage. Thank you so much, all those who have been encouraging me, and the battle continue until we win, until justice is being served. We will win. Thank you. Love, peace, and respect.